Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Blockdag, right? So this is a project that I have covered before a couple of times, right? The first video we did about this, we're just checking out, is it legit, is it a scam? Let's see how things develop. But now we're quite convinced that this is an elaborate scam, right? And it's designed for the people behind this project to make as much money as possible, even though they are going to be giving some sort of utility at the end of the day, hopefully, right? The worst case scenario is they're just going to vanish with everyone's money. But in my assessment, I think they are going to be developing some sort of layer one blockchain, but the whole thing is a farce. It's a design to actually steal money from retail investors. So now let us jump into the scamonomics, right, of this specific one, because things that have been happening since the last video are absolutely ridiculous, right? So let's jump in. So I created a whiteboard here of the scamonomics, right, of Blockdag, so that we can just keep everything on the same page as we go and I don't miss anything, right? That's why I created this whiteboard, so that we can go through these points, right? So what triggered me to make this video is the no vesting gimmick, right? Like if you just go and check here, they're talking about this thing right here. Presale is finishing, beat the vesting pass. Like what is that all about, right? So Blockdag promised a beat the vesting pass that ended on the 4th of August 2025, allowing full token access at launch. Now let us pause and think about that for a moment. They are offering that if you buy before the 4th of August, right, which is passed by the time this video is out, there is no vesting for you. But for everybody else, you still get to the 40% on launch and then 20% monthly for 3 months. Does that make any sense to you? Right? So this just shows you the cunningness of these scammers, because think about the very early investors, the ones who actually really believed into this project right from the start. And they went and put in 100K, 200K, 50K. Think about those investors. They are not getting a free pass. Why didn't Blockdag say, okay, let's give a free pass to all those who invested the largest amount right from the beginning? Let's give those a free pass. I think that would be fair, right? So this shows you the desperation of them to collect more money. That's why I'm calling this scamonomics, right? It's scamonomics, right? So this is absolutely ridiculous, right? So on the 11th of August, 2025, let's talk about this, right? They are advertising about the global launch, but it's not the real launch, right? The mainnet isn't live, no tokens are tradable, and the wallets are still locked, right? And even though you bought before the 4th of August, you can still access this token. So those who say, okay, we are beating the vesting, and you bought before the 4th of August at this 2016, I believe, price point, right? This 2016 price point. If you bought here, nothing is happening on the 11th of August, right? You still have to get your tokens just like everybody else at launch, right? Now, this is a very big one, ladies and gentlemen. The second point that we're going to cover here. The token generation is centralized, not like real mining, like Bitcoin, right? It's centralized. So Blockdag is not mining tokens. They are simply pre-minting them in a central wallet and distributing them like digital coupons, right? It's like you take a bunch of sand on the beach, you put it in a bucket, and you start selling that sand, right? So unlike Bitcoin, where every Bitcoin was earned through mining, using real computing power in a decentralized network, Blockdag tokens are just manually created and sold. It's not different from any other ERC20 Ethereum token. It's just that they've just put this word of layer one and so on, right? True layer one projects, you are able to mine the tokens from day one, right? Let's just talk about Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, the creator mined the first block, which is called the Genesis block, just like everyone else. No one had a supply advantage. Mining was fair, transparent, and decentralized. But with Blockdag, the team had already created billions of tokens behind closed doors. You are buying a balance entry, not participating in any mining, right? Just like that analogy that I put of someone just goes to the beach, puts a bunch of sand in a bucket, and then starts selling that sand. That's exactly what they're doing, right? So they claim a hybrid proof of work plus DAG model, but you can't mine anything. There's no code. There's no testnet. There is like a testnet, X1 miner, whatever, right? But the X1 miner, right? So let's just talk about those miners, right? They're hyping these physical miners and also this X1 miner, which is a mobile app. A lot of users, right, online are saying they actually haven't received their actual hardware. There was some sort of video of someone doing some sort of unboxing of a miner, which is really weird. We should be seeing tons and tons of videos of unboxing the physical miners, but we don't see that. There's just some weird video to sort of like just calm things down for those who've been waiting for their miners for a long time, right? And we don't have any evidence of actual shipping, tracking logs, unboxing reviews of all these miners. There's just this app miner where you just click it and it generates some points, right? So these miners, they seem more like a gimmick to upsell and delay and not real equipment tied to a real chain, which is absolutely dangerous because they are saying they are layer one. For you to be layer one, people need to be able to mine, and they are going the mining route, but the miners don't exist, right? And also, talking about mining is very important, especially when we're talking about Blockdag, because not allowing everyone to mine is just another cash grab. It makes absolutely no sense because Bitcoin is secured by the multiple people who actually are able to mine it, right? Blockdag closed mining to the public, only offering it through buying their app or hardware. Only if you buy our hardware, you'll be able to mine. So this forces people to pay just to participate. This is not decentralization. It's monetized gatekeeping. That's why I'm calling this scamonomics, right? These are scamonomics. They sit down to plan this whole thing, right? So instead of launching with open source mining software, they offer a storefront for miners and call it innovation. Does that make sense to you, right? A system where you can't mine without buying their gear is not a blockchain. It's a product funnel, right? It's a product funnel. That's all it is, right? And also, I want to talk about this. I'm seeing this a lot, and I'm going to be putting in extra effort in covering this one, right? This thing of you are building a layer one or layer two is just the new scam template for scammers, right? These days, every scam wants to sound technical, and they say that we are building a layer one. Well, with Blockdag, they have done some elaborate things. You know, we've got developers are developing this thing and all that. But we all know here at the channel, right, that there are some scammers who always build utility with each and every scam that they produce. They build utility onto it. They've built layer one. They've built layer two blockchains that they've rug pulled, right? So building a layer one is not hard. Building a layer one is extremely hard, rather. It takes years, expert teams, audits, and real cryptography, right? Not what Blockdag is doing. Blockdag is cash focused. They want money, right? Anyone can go and just spin up some AI or some sort of blockchain and say, I'm building a layer one, and then start to sell pre-sale tokens. That's what Blockdag is doing, right? Real legit layer one projects, they come out with a working product, right, where you can participate, and then they start to build on it, right? Here, they don't have anything. They just have some tokens they create, and they're selling those tokens like that bucket of sand on the beach, right? This is the new rug pull playbook. Call it a layer one, promise mobile mining, sell some tokens and vanish, right? Some they promise like, we're doing some AI trading bot, you know, we're doing a layer one there's a favorite saying these days that scammers love. They say that Pepe has got its own blockchain. So with these Pepe schemes that are all over the place, we are creating a blockchain for Pepe. So creating a blockchain is now become the new scamonomics, right? So the TLDR for this is 4th of August, vesting pass punished early buyers and rewarded last minute ones. And I don't even know if the last minute ones it's a reward, because we just have to wait and see what the price is going to be at launch, right? That's the real scary thing. And recently we've seen multiple blockchain projects, same as Blockdag, just ragging the whole community, right? Tokens aren't mined. They are centrally created and sold, unlike Bitcoin, right? Miners were not delivered or don't mine anything real, right? Mining is logged unless you pay. That's not decentralization, right? Every scam these days is saying we're building a layer one, but with no code, no tech, no proof, right? There's absolutely nothing with these guys, right? And it's engineers, the way that they, especially about the miners, because without allowing everyone to be able to mine, they get to cover their scam much longer. Because if everyone was able to connect to the testnet and mine, they would be exposed. But they did an ingenious scam, closed up mining, saying these are the miners, you can only mine from our miners which don't exist, right? So a lot of people do ask, on Net Crypto, where are the real projects for us to invest into crypto, since you're calling this a scam, right? For that reason, I created a membership option, right, for everyone. So you just need to just join the Net Crypto channel membership by clicking the join button on the channel. And then once you join, right, you will be able to get access to a strategy. Making money in crypto is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Right, making money in crypto is not a get-rich-quick scheme, or a trick to invest in some sort of token, and then all of a sudden, boom, you become rich. You put your money in Blockdag, and then you become rich. It's about strategy. It's about approaching the crypto market with maturity, and that's what we cover in the membership section. I've got multiple strategies that I use myself to make money in crypto. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's something that takes long term. It's something that builds maturity in making money in crypto. Members currently are actually sitting with a 700% profit, right, with some of the strategies that we have on there. So if you're interested in that, join the Net Crypto membership. And in addition to being part of the Net Crypto membership, you also get access, right, to requesting for token reviews, just like the review I'm doing right now, right? And you also get access to my email. You can ask questions directly, right? And you've got also all the strategies, all the members only videos, right? And also tracing of if you bought into some scam that rug pulls, we can generate a report, do some tracing that you can submit to the authorities or whichever exchanges that those scammers cashed out, right? So this is my review for this one. Let me know down there in the comment section. Let me know, right, what you think. Do you agree or disagree? I know that Blockdag has got an army of shillers who go all over the place commenting, promoting this thing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one or in the membership section.